Well, welcome everybody. It's GT Champions. I'm your host Chris Ball, also known as Presidio Dog. It's the final round. I'm so excited. Um, sorry, I have got one last driver that's messaging me trying to figure out why they can't see the lobby. So we'll get that sorted out here in a moment. So it's the final round, guys. This is pretty awesome. It's been 5 rounds so far. We have been to Sardinia, Dragon Trail, Tokyo in the rain, Deep Forest, Barcelona, and now finally we're going to be tackling the hill. All the Australians are the favorites for these races because it's their home track and it's how they roll. So it's going to be very interesting to see what this has in store for us. It's been a great couple of races. We tried out some new stuff, and it's actually worked out pretty good. And we're gonna do a lot more other stuff. So yay for all of us! All right, real quick rundown. We are in the orange column, lobby 2. This is our grid order. Just waiting for the last driver to get in here, which is the guy in P2. So we're just waiting for him to get in here. I guess he hasn't been in my lobby before, and he did not have and here he comes. Okay, great. I see him showing up. We are gonna have a pretty great race today. So far, this is our lineup here of the drivers. I just got to get the one last driver actually checked in, and once he checks in, I'll set him in the grid, and then we'll be able to get this race going. Big shout out, of course, got to talk about Pixteca and the folks at HyPrix and all the work they do for us. Thanks, buddy. You make it look beautiful. Love it. So thanks for all you do. Coming up this Tuesday, gentlemen's GP Challenge, that 70 show. If you want more information, all the information's in the Discord, so you can get there and you can find it all out. Currently, right now, this is the standings. These are the standings for the amateur class. Guardian, who's actually in this lobby with us today, is leading that group. I don't see anybody dethroning him, not when he's 100 and something points ahead. So it looks like he'll win the amateur round and probably earn himself a spot moving forward in into the Pro-Ams. In the Pro-Am class, where most of our drivers are for today, Rip, who is the points leader, is in here. Flash is in here. Budsy's in here. Toddy, G-Bub, all the top 5 are in this class, or in this lobby, and 4th and 5th are tied. So it's whoever gets in front of the other at the end gets that coveted 4th position. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I'm excited to see it. And then over in the pro class, we have Greasy Sam Squatch and Sharky, 2 points apart at the start of the race. However, Sharky gets the pole position for this round because he has the fastest lap over all drivers. And so it's actually 8:05 to 8:06. So it's going to be super close. I can't wait to go back and watch that. All right. So let me get Andy set up in the starting grid where he's supposed to be. Before we get this thing started, he's supposed to be in 2nd place, and now I have him in there. Let me give everybody the heads up that we're going to start here. Give them all 1 minute to get themselves set up. Now remember, this particular series is open pit, open tires, do whatever you want. Just get across the finish line before everybody else, right? That's the goal. So we should see some really fun stuff happening. This whole race. It's the hill, right? But this is Panorama. This thing is a beast, and we're going to be driving into the dark, so it'll be hard for these folks to see. So hopefully they'll get a good feel for the track as they are racing through the hill while there's still some light until they get under the headlights. So it's a 1-hour race. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be a lot of fun. So this is our starting grid, and I should do this here. There we go. Let's get over to the lobby. There we go. All right, I'm going to give them the starting soon, so this is going to let them all know that we are starting any moment, and they should all be prepared. They should have the tires they want to drive and how they want to start this race. Oh, I'm so excited. You don't even know. Okay. Let me do thing. Let me get a couple things right here. I've got audio. Perfect. Let me just make sure it's working. Yes, there it is. Okay. We're going to start this race. Good luck, everybody. And here we go. Oh, this is the final round. It's the final round. I can't believe it. We've made it through 5 rounds. This is round 6. 1 hour on the hill. Everyone is going to just hopefully not screw it up going into round 1. That's the thing I don't want to see. So let's get back here so we can see turn 1 a little bit better. We'll start from a little further back. Here we go. Just to see, make sure nothing crazy happens. We're just waiting on the lights. No false starts, people. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're going to red flag it. This happens sometimes, and I'm going to red flag. I got to red flag it. We lost somebody right at the start. We're going to start this one all over. We lost a driver. So our rule is if we lose a driver at the start of the race, then we will restart the race. So we got to let him have a chance to come back in. So we'll get all the rest of these guys off the track. And there we go. And we're going to give this guy a minute to get back in here. Who was it that left? Let me look at the chat real quick. It was... Oh, Hardwire. Okay. So, hang on 1 second. The race was incredible. That's funny. Well, while we're waiting for Hardwire to get back in here, we have the World Cup. I can say that we are going to have some information for you, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. We are going to be starting it up in and around October. That's all I'm going to tell you for now. It's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be doing a lot of the same things with the way that we're setting up the lobbies right now. There's going to be a few adjustments. The points are going to be slightly different. The reserve driver pool works a little bit different. And we're going to give everybody plenty of time to get it figured out. So don't you worry about a thing. But tonight, we're going to just get this race finished. And we're going to look for S7R's Let It Rip. Is he out on the track? Let's see if we can find his car. No, he's in the pits. He is going for the Pro-Am Championship. So we're going to see... 1 second, I'm getting a message. I'm getting a message from Hardwire right now. Just going to make sure he's coming back, because he just told me that his console froze. So I'm just checking to make sure if he's coming back. And if he is, we're going to give him a second. All right, he just confirmed he's coming back. All right, perfect. All right. One of the nice things that's going to be coming along too is we are starting some iRacing stuff, folks. And so Pixteca from HyPrix and myself from GG Champions, we're teaming up to bring some iRacing events. And they may be here as soon as September. So keep an ear out for that. Those of you that like to watch that type of racing too. It's a little bit different because we can have a lot more cars on track, right? So we don't have nobody has to manage the lobbies like I'm doing, where we're managing the drivers. The thing starts and it either starts or it doesn't start, right? It starts all on its own. And so commentary is going to get to be a little bit different. I get to focus more on watching the race instead of directing the starts and the cameras. That can be done by somebody else. So it's going to be a lot of fun to get through there. So we're just waiting on him to come back. We're going to give him a couple more minutes. Usually we don't go more than 10 to 15 minutes tops late, because some of these drivers, like Armanis, it's well, let's see. Alexa, what time is it in London?
In London, it's 11:07 p.m.
Yeah, it's after 11 o'clock at night in the UK. So, I mean, it's getting late for some drivers out there. So, we're going to try to get this together. We'll only do 2 red flags. If he disconnects again, then we'll red flag it. And then after that, we just go. So, all right. What is going on? I know that sometimes I always, before each race that I'm hosting like this, I always reboot the PlayStation just to make sure it's all cleaned out, all cleared out, and no weird things. So, so the World Cup. I will tell you something about that because some of you may not be familiar with it. So the way the World Cup's going to work, that's going to come out in October. It's going to be the schedule's going to be different, and the number of races are a little bit different. Okay, he's just showing up in the lobby. We'll just wait for him to get settled in. It's GT4 cars and GT3 cars. So half the rounds are going to be in GT4 cars, and the other half will be in GT3 cars, and they're all one-make races with mandatory pit stops. So it should be a load of fun. All right, let's see. Is he checked? He's not in yet. Once he checks in, I will set him in the grid. He is actually starting in right after Matsmaka. So once he gets in here, I'll set this grid. So stand by to stand by. I gotta wait for him to check in, and then I will get him in the grid. Here we go. Oh, it remembered where he is. Perfect. Here we go. All right. Let's try this again. Alrighty, dighty. So we're on the hill. The lobby is a little bit later, which is interesting. So this could affect a little bit of the driving time. These guys probably expected to have a little bit more time in the sunlight. That's going to change their tire situation a little bit, but that is all good because it keeps them on their toes. All right, we're going to start back here in P10. Got some cars back there. Nice and easy into turn 1, everybody. Remember, no false starts. Here come the lights. 4, 5 lights, and there they go, everyone. Ooh, looks like everyone gets a pretty good start so far. We're going to just watch from here to make sure nobody does anything crazy. Easy in turn 1, guys. Easy. That's 1 car off, 2 cars off. Oh, man. Okay. All right. This is the last chance. Oh, I did not spell that right. All right, so we'll get everybody out. And these guys everyone gets a little bit too racy in turn 1. So we got to keep everybody let me just let them know no more red flags available. We go no matter what this time. Should I reset the lobby? Sure. Why not? Let's just get it cleared out. Make sure everybody is... Get everybody reset. Make sure it's all cleared up the way it's supposed to be. We'll get everybody going. All right, we'll get everyone checked in. I'll make sure the grid order looks right, and we'll do this one more time. We're only 12 minutes late. That's not terrible considering everything that could possibly be going wrong. Okay, we just need to get Flash to get in, and once Flash is in his spot, everybody will be in the right place. Come on, Flash. All right, so there's everybody. Let me just double check the grid really quick. So we've got here Andy, Hall, LJ, Armanis, Rip, Nico, Benefit Flashes there. Perfect. Here we go. All right, that's it. No matter what happens, we go. I don't care if the entire field piles up in the corner. I mean, I do. I don't want to see it happen. But we are going no matter what. There's no more red flags available. So they have to do what they have to do. We're still going to watch from here just to see, because you never know. But, all right, here come the lights. 3, 4, 5 lights, and... Ooh, it's holding them a long time. There they go. It's green. Everyone needs to be patient. Get through the corner. Just everybody. Easy, 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 easy. Oh, well, look at that. Everybody's off the track. Everybody's off the track, but it's going, and that is just how it's going to be. I will go back, and let's go back and look from... Let's see if we can get back from this far. Oop. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people hitting each other. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. But we go. And so Andy is up front, Flash in second, Budsy in third. A bunch of the top drivers just got knocked out. So we'll just have to see how they go. We have an hour, right? And this is the hill that is going to sort out the wheat from the tares, so to speak. So we will see people losing their space here. We'll see the pro drivers moving up to the top of the grid. We'll see the amateurs moving down and so forth. It'll work itself out. So up front, pretty balanced top three, and then we've got G-Bub and Matt Smacka nose to tail, and they got a few guys showing up right behind them. Oh, did I see somebody? Oh, I thought I saw somebody hit the wall. Okay, Guardians under attack from G-Bub, or G-Bub's got around him actually. And now we see the long run down Conrad after everybody comes out of Forest Elbow. And this is where this M6 shines. It is going to be flying down the street here, down the course. Tatiana there in ninth, and LJ, Bendit, Rip, the championship leader, is almost to the back of the pack. Look at that. Nico gets a huge penalty from somewhere. My guess is from the beginning of the race. All right, so coming across the line, Andy is going to get the first one. So let's go back really quick to the start of the race, and let's see if we can see anything that happened here. Oh, someone just went barreling through everywhere. Who was that? Was that Nico? Let's go back and see, just really quick, and then we'll check in on there. I just want to see kind of what the heck happened here. Where is Nico? I don't even see Nico's car. Oh, there he is. All right, well, we're going to do it one more time in just a second. Let me find his car. There he is. Okay. Let's do it one more time. Now that I got Nico's car in here, let's just see. Did he get bumped? Oh, he just missed it, and then he gets hit. Oh, that was unfortunate. That was a weird one. I'm sure us stewards are going to have something we have to do about that later. All right, so the same four guys up front. Matt Smacka in fourth. Here comes HPR. There's Armanis and Tati up into seventh. Blue Paladin and LJ 8th and 9th. Here comes G-Bub, followed by Rip. And then you got Bendit, Nico, and I think Guardian. There's Guardian. I think I saw him spinning around coming up the hill. And there is Hardwire. All right, so let's see. Look at this distance. 4 seconds already Andy's got. There's Flash in P2. Budsy doing pretty good. Look at these guys took advantage of the mayhem. Unfortunately, we don't get to red flag it. We had all the red flags we could have. Sorry, guys. Rules is rules. HPR up into the top 5, and there is BF. Oh, Black Flag running a new livery to this round. It's usually the red, white, and black, and they've got different logo on there, different colors. Tatiana, that is my favoritist East Coast broadcaster. Andy's my favorite European broadcaster. I'm the favorite West Coast broadcaster. So we got broadcasters all over the place. All right, it looks like they're just kind of keeping things together way up front, but HPR, Armanis, you got these guys all still together. There's a lot that could happen here. In fact, look right here. There is Blue Paladin getting a little tap, maybe not a tap, but like there was some pressure, loads of pressure. Ooh, Blue Paladin was looking. He was looking to get in there, and Toddy shut the door hard. So he's going to have to wait until they come out of Forest Elbow. You don't get a lot of passing done up on the hill. This is mostly a survive and get the quickest you can through. There's not a lot of opportunities for overtakes on the hill. I'm not saying there's none. I'm saying there's not a lot of them. It has to be a pretty significant pace advantage to get around somebody safely. But right here, coming out of Forest Elbow, this is where Paladin, if he gets a good exit like that, and that's all it takes. And Tatiana's going to lose 2 spots out of the deal. So that's all it takes to get in there. So, all right, let me check up front here. Andy all the way up into 5-second margins. 2:03 on the last round. Let's see what his time is here. Actually, no, because there is some stuff happening right here. Matsumaka putting some pressure on Budsy. And we've got, there we go. Paladin has still got a couple cars behind that got around Toddy. G-Bub in 10th. Yeah, a lot of these guys are probably frustrated because that was a pretty mad mess there in the first corner. But it is what it is, people. It is what it is. Andy's just there in an all-black livery. I'm not even sure does that have all this stuff on it? It sure does. It has the required stickers and a black car. And that's all that has to be. Be whatever you want. Flash, look at that. BVL sitting in the podium places right now. Now, remember, everyone's going to run whatever tires they want. They can pit whenever they want, so we have no idea. I just know that all of these cars... Oh, this battle for third is spicy. I like it. Let's keep an eye on this one. The challenge is that going up the hill, you're full throttle and trying to send this car all the way up a hill. Right, and so it uses up a lot of fuel, but you also have this downhill part where you're still on the throttle, but it's not as much gravity working against you. And when you come out of Forest Elbow, you are full send. So there's a lot of fuel to get used. Matsumaka gets a good run. He's right in the slipstream. Is he going to make a move? He might make a move here. Look how wide Budsy making that car. He's taking up the whole track. Side by side. Here we go. I think Budsy's just going to have to let him go. Oh, easy, guys. Easy. Yep, he has to let him go. And Matsumaka moves up into the podium places. Good job, man. Some of the places you can pass. Some of the places you can pass. Let's go back. Something happened somewhere. Rip had made a comment somewhere. Let's go back and see if we can see. He said really somebody, so I don't know what that means. It doesn't look like really anything. It must have been ahead of the it must have been ahead of it. But they were definitely battling it out there. All right. It looks like did Rip just lose it in a corner? I think he might have lost it in the corner. I'm just checking on Andy, 7 seconds up the road. Flash has a 3-second gap. Matsmaka now has... Oh, I think Matsmaka had an issue. Let's go back and see what happened. On the way up the hill, did he hit a wall? Oh, yep, he got a little loose, and that is just what the doctor ordered. I think that's HPR there. I think that was HPR that's up ahead of him. Yep, so HPR moves up into 3rd place. So the 3rd place traded one Spud driver for another Spud driver. That right there, Budsy was the one that was going for it. Now HPR has gotten around both of them. So up into the podium places goes HPR, Matsmaka, and Budsy. So Matsmaka sitting in a mashed potato sandwich. Armanis has got Blue Paladin right behind him. Close enough, he should be able to get enough draft to get all the way up to the back of that car by the end of Conrad here. Yeah, maybe not as close as he would like, but he's going to be right there under braking, and he's going to, look at that gap closed. So you just got to keep that together. Maybe he can catch him out of turn 1 and get him on the hill, but he's a little too far back unless Budsy makes a mistake. Or, I'm sorry, Armanis. Budsy's up here. There goes HPR, and there goes Budsy, Armanis. There is Blue Paladin. There's LJ, and here comes Tati with G-Bub not too far behind. So some of these drivers all electing to use different tire strategies, which is pretty cool. Some are on softs, some are on mediums. So, all right, Andy doing great. Like, he is killing this track. The Hong Kong driver is making the Flash, the native Australian, and the rest of them probably a little worried. They're probably thinking, what the crap? Where did this guy come? This is our turf. This is our turf. All right, so there goes HPR, and we're going to see Matsmaka right behind him, and then we're going to see Budsy, then Armanis, and Hall, and then LJ, and then we're going to see Tati and G-Bub coming down next. So lots of excitement up here. HPR has pulled a gap to Matsmaka, so, and he's actually closing on Flash by a lot. Okay. That could be a battle for 2nd place coming up here pretty soon. And HPR is one of the pro drivers. So here, Andy's a pro driver. Flash is a Pro-Am driver. It's the highest ranking one in the lobby thus far. Then there's, when I say ranking, not points, but like on track. He's the highest Pro-Am driver. HPR is a pro driver. Matsmaka is, and the only other pro driver is LJ and Nico. So there is a lot to be heard and a lot to be done here so far. Look at this. Flash losing some significant time to HPR, the Malaysian driver. He is definitely putting on a great show for his Mashbuds Racing team. There is Matsmaka, then Budsy, then Armanis, Hall, LJ, G-Bub's gotten around Tatiana. It looks like it only just happened because Tatiana's right behind him. Let's see up here really quick. Yeah, look at this. Almost under a second now. Right about there. And now HPR under a second. Now, I remember on this very race course, HPR in his 1st or 2nd race ever with us, and it was in the World Cup, I believe. He just came out barrels blazing, and it was like, what? Oh, that might be a penalty right there. He cut really through the grass there, and he got a lot of hurt from that one. Look at that, Matsmaka now right on his case. But yeah, I think he ended up having a penalty from one race because I don't think he was used to racing around all of these drivers. And but now look at him. He's doing great. Now he lost almost a full second from Flash. And now Matt Smaka looks like he might be... I think he's going to hold back. Yeah, these guys are putting on quite a little battle up here for us to look at, which I like it. All right. Flash gets a little slower exit, not by a lot, but enough that now HPR is back under the 1 second mark now. But if you look behind him, he's got a whole mirror full of Matt Smaka right behind him. You can see in the little side view mirror and his rear view mirror, you can see that bright orange front end of that car. Oh, Flash gets a little wide through there. He's going to lose a bunch of time. He's going to lose a 1/10 and a half or more right there to HPR. HPR now is sitting in the catbird seat. Actually, Matt Smaka is. I mean, anything goes wrong with those two in front of him. And, ooh, a little tap on the wall, and now HPR is there. This battle for P2 and P3 is alive and well. And we're only, 15 minutes into this race? All right, this time HPR doesn't hit the wall. Now we're gonna watch. Let's watch from here as we see these two battling through the corner. HPR doesn't quite get the run out of the corner that Flash did. Flash gained like a 1/10 and a half almost there. So look at Flash defending his P2 spot. He's got a lot of car right behind him, all wanting that spot that he's got. Oh my goodness, these guys, they just are so daring on the brakes. And I think we're going to see, I thought we might see an overtake right there. I thought Matt Smaka might go underneath. He gets a good run out of the corner. It looks like HPR gets just a slightly better exit. Enough to keep him at bay. Oh, not a great entrance. Yeah, and Matt Smaka is going to fall way behind by a couple of tenths probably on that. But here goes the pass for P2. HPR is side by side. They are side by side heading up the hill, and it's done. It is done. HPR's made it into P2. So now we have a pro driver 1, 2, and now Flash is in trouble. Flash has got Matt Smaka all over the back of him now, and a little bit of a tap. Matt Smaka is going to give him that spot back, but they better be careful because Budsy was right there to take a piece of that. Are those two HPR drivers? Or Mash Spudge guys? I think so. Yeah, look. There we go. So Budsy and LJ are right behind Matt Smaka. Boy, they would like to see a 2, 3, 4 Mash Spuds. That's what they'd like to see at the end of this race, and they're setting up for that right now. Here come the Mash Spud brothers. They want to get up there with HPR. I bet they'd like to see a 1, 2, 3 MSR finished. I think Andy's going to have a lot to say about that when we look here when he's 8 seconds ahead of everybody. And there's Blue Paladin. He's coming on the scene. So there's a lot happening up here. Okay, let's quickly check back through in the mid-pack here. So G-Bub up front of Rip, who is up into 9th. Armanis and Nico in 10th and 11th. Toddy fallen all the way back to 12th. So Toddy may have a different strategy and also may have hit something. We don't know. Guardian, who is the top amateur driver and has, for the most part, locked the championship up here. So he just needs to finish the race to make sure he doesn't lose more than 100 points, and he'll be our amateur champion. That'll be awesome. Bendit in 14th, and Hardwire, who had just had a rough start with that disconnect, sitting back in 15th. All right, Andy, 8 seconds now. 8 seconds flat up the road from the rest of the crew. There's HPR, who's already put 3.5 seconds over Flash. And then look, Flash leads an army of cars up the hill. 5 of them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. Blue Paladin is caught up to Matsmaka now. So now we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way battle for 3rd place, guys. And we've only just done 20 minutes of the race. We still are just the third of the way through the race now. Woo, howdy. This is fun. I knew this track was going to be a fun track for people to race on. I wasn't sure. Oh, look at that. So Paladin makes his way around Budsy up into 6th. Let's see. Can we see where that happened? Oh, that's what happened. Let's go back and see what the heck happened to Budsy there. Oh, he just got into the dirt. Well, that'll do it. That will do it every single time. All right, so LJ now still has a little space around Matsmaka. Blue Paladin now up into 6th. That's one of the interesting things about this and iRacing is in iRacing you have to use your real name, like a real name. So you don't have to go Matsmaka, Flash, G-Bub, those types of things. You could just say the name that's on the screen. It's easier. Most people know how to say words. There we go. So look at that. Rip, who is the Pro-Am points leader, challenging G-Bub. G-Bub is also a Pro-Am driver, but he is back a ways in the points. And here goes Rip inside. Makes it happen. Almost. Wait, I guess they're not done yet. Are they done? G-Bub begs to differ, and there you go. Rip closes the door, makes that official. Rip up into P8. All right, let me check up front here. Flash still sitting in 3rd, still doing okay. LJ's still behind him, but oh wait, whoa! Where's Paladin? Where'd he go? Hold on, what am I missing? Oh, something happened to Paladin. No, it didn't. Never mind. Oh my gosh, my brain is not operating properly right now. I was up pretty late last night. We've got this massive wildfire burning about 20 miles to the west of us, and in fact, they've evacuated the entire town. They've lost like 185 structures. It's like 10,000 acres, and all the smoke is here. So I'm just like really kind of drained from all of the ugh. And then on top of that, there's another fire to the north of us, up in Washington State. And we've also got, up further north, is all the fires in Canada. And we got one to our east in Idaho. So we've got tons of fires burning everywhere. Everywhere. All right, coming across the line, HPR comes across in 2nd. Flash will come home in 3rd, where he's been most of the race, 2nd or 3rd. LJ in 4th. Matsmaka was in 5th, but Blue Paladin gets around him. So up into the top 5 goes the Rusty Nuts Racing driver. But methinks maybe, oh, he's going defense. Here we go. Matsmaka maybe thinking he's going to get around him. Who breaks first? Matsmaka breaks first. And that's going to be just follow the leader the rest of the way up the hill unless somebody runs into something. All right, quick rundown. I'm going to make sure nothing's happened up here. Andy's pretty much told everybody that he's here to win this race. HPR now sits in P2 and doing quite well, if I do say so myself. There's Flash under pressure now. LJ is there. This is a recent development. He was close, but not this close. Ooh, boy. In memory of the King of the Mountain. Oh, is that Brock? Yeah. I thought I saw this livery submitted earlier. That's pretty awesome. All right, Rip up into 8th, has made his way all the way through. Rip is a Pro-Am driver and I believe the points leader, right? Still, nothing much has changed. He's going to get himself up there eventually. Oh, here we go. So G-Bub and Nico now having a little rundown. I think Nico's about to go for an overtake. Does G-Bub let him have it? I think so. So that is done. Nico up into 9th. Headlights on most of the cars. We are a little over the halfway mark. There is no direct sunlight on the track anymore. So the track will be cooling down. It's going to make these tires a little bit slippery. All right, Andy, 7.5 seconds up the road. Now, everyone's going to have to pit stop. There's going to have to pit stop. Everyone's going to have to pit. Nobody's going to have enough fuel to make this all the way around, right? And certainly not the tires. So we're going to see just what these drivers do. HPR still sitting up there, 9 seconds up the road, not gaining on Andy, but not losing anything to Flash. But Flash, man, he has just been holding these guys back lap after lap after lap. LJ's probably getting sick of staring at the back of that car. And look who's right behind him. There's Blue Paladin. Blue Paladin now sitting in 5th position, is staring at P3 and 4 right in front of him. So probably feeling pretty excited, knowing that there could be a podium in his future if he just plays all his cards right. He's going to have to get some better exits than that, but running 203s, 204s. And these guys are running 203s, 205s, so yep, trying to get the work done, but LJ just losing time sitting behind Flash. Now, maybe that's on purpose. Maybe he's trying to save some fuel. What? Oh, my family's going to be fine. It's a long ways from here. The smoke is just making my eyes water the whole time, and I'm more worried about all the other people over in the other town they had to evacuate. It was crazy. Last night, I was... whoa. Oh, that was some serious lag right there. Last night, I was at one of our chapel buildings in my town. The Red Cross listed a few of our church buildings as places for evacuees to go to because the fire looked like it was going to head one direction towards a pretty populated town of like 5,000 to 10,000 people or something like that, and a hospital and Washington State University. So like people were getting a little bit nervous, and so we were up pretty late preparing all of our chapel buildings and getting them ready with blankets and pillows and all that kind of stuff. And I got to tell you something. one of the things I'm probably most proud of is just how us Mormons can get together and pull out. We put together 50 cots, pillows, and everything else in one building, and not much less than that in almost all of our buildings to prepare for people. And we only had a few people show up, and that's great news, right? But we certainly all get together and try to find ways to support the community, which I love. I'm a big community fan. I like not just the TV show. That one was also really good. So yeah, I was up pretty late last night and had the radios out, and we were communicating with all the people, trying to make sure everybody knew where they were supposed to be. It's been pretty crazy. But it seems to calm down a little bit, thank goodness. Is this ever going to happen here? I mean, I feel like I'm just following these guys around all lap long, and nobody wants to trade positions. Budsy seems like he's gaining a little time on Paladin, but I mean, Paladin already passed him twice, I think. Once, and then he had to pass him again because I think he hit a wall. Tabaka falling back quite a ways from that group. He's fallen back 4 to 6 seconds from that group he was battling with earlier. Nico's trying his best to get all the way up there. He's really using up the tires. Well, almost everybody is. There is our lone black flag driver, and there is my pal, my friend, and commentator Tatiana Noel, also known as E Dirty Tati. You'll get to hear Tati during the World Cup broadcast, because Tati is one of the broadcasters there, and that's a pretty fine job, if I do say so myself. Pride at the Dragon being one of our sponsors. Cool event that that Tati puts on. prideatthedragon.com if you want to check it out. There we go. Apex Guardian, the amateur champion. I don't think anybody can dethrone him unless he gets 0 points to this race. Then maybe. Bendit from Black Flag. Oh no, that's right. 2 Black Flags drivers in here. Sorry guys, the cars throw me off. There's another one. Wait a minute, there's 3 of them. That's right. Oh, wait, what's Rip doing back in 14? Oh, okay, pit stops are happening, and I'm just missing them. All right, ooh, Jiba with a 4-second penalty, and he's just pit. So my guess on the brakes for 4 long seconds. Pit exit penalty is my guess. Andy has not pit yet. Nobody up front has pit yet. But Andy and HPR, between the two of them, are 22 seconds from LJ, who's finally made it around. We missed it. All that time I watched, and then I finally look away, and then he goes and makes the pass. Turd. What do you do that for? You gotta let me know when you're gonna do stuff like that. All right, so now we got 2 MSR drivers on the podium, and looks like Budsy would like to make it, 3, but that someone's gonna have to catch Andy, and it just doesn't look like that's gonna happen to me. So now I'm not gonna look away, as Blue Paladin is now looking for a spot. I'm checking the blue triangles to see if there's anybody close together, and if anybody is actually right here. Aha! Our Manus went around right in front of the lead pack. And there's not a lot you can do about that. Let's go back and watch this. Oh my goodness. So he just got on the gas, and now there's a whole bunch of people coming his way, and there's no place to turn around. Yellow flags waving. All the drivers need to try to avoid. Ooh, and he gets tapped again. Oh my gosh. That is freaking scary. All the drivers just went flying through there. Could you imagine coming around the corner and seeing that? Oh my goodness. So now Rip has caught Matsmaka, who got some damage, I think. And he has a 5-second penalty. What? But he didn't, I don't think he hit him. Hold on, let's go back and watch from on board. So he comes around the corner. Yellow flags are on his dashboard for sure. He's gonna, yep, see, there's the yellow flags watching out. He's got to know there's another car there. And the guy is just everywhere. It's like, where do you go? And I think he got a penalty for hitting him. Oh my goodness. Rip and... Oh my goodness, that was insane. Okay, well, how does that affect anything? Oh, somebody... Oh, I was going to say somebody pit. LJ's in second, and Flash is back in third, and that's because somebody pit. Nico hasn't pit yet. He's made his way all the way up into fourth now, but we have lots of people pitting. There's Tatiana in the pits now. Yeah, we'll get a little service work done. All right, so HPR still needs to pit. LJ, Flash, Nico, Andy pit out of first. So we're gonna. He's gonna get the spot back once everybody does finish and they get their service work done. Let's see, is HPR going to pit this lap? I mean, I would. There's only 25 minutes left. The tires are in good shape, so get him when you can. Yep, there he goes. Oh, he crossed the pit lane. He crossed the pit lane. He might get himself a penalty for that one. That's not good. Let's see what LJ does. LJ is going to probably pit as well. But, yeah, HPR went way over the pit line. Oh, no, I guess it's just a solid white line all the way down. Okay. I thought for sure he was in trouble. Okay, so he just, as long as you don't cut over the, cut over that section there, and then you stay within the lines, on the brakes hard. Oh, boy. That is crazy. All right, so Andy's there. LJ and Flash stay out. And there is HPR getting his service work done. And Nico coming into the pits now. Andy's crossing the start-finish line right there. And he will move up into P3 once he passes them in the pits. Yep. HPR. Oh, HPR is coming out of the pits now. Oh, looky there, feet. Look at there, people. Look at there. You see what this is? Ooh. HPR now comes out 3 seconds ahead of Andy through the pit stop. Okay. I think HPR thought, I'm just going to try to short pit and see if I can make something happen. So far, that seems to be working for him. After the pits, Blue Paladin in fifth, but LJ and Flash still have to pit. So they still both have 1 lap to get that done, because they'll run out of fuel if they don't. And that will give HPR the lead of this race. And that'll be the first lead change. Well, I mean, not on the road, because these guys, you know, these guys are leading the race at the moment. And there's HPR. HPR, 2.2 seconds up the road. I think he should have taken more fuel so he could battle this guy more, but who knows. Into the pits goes LJ. Flash going to follow him in. And HPR is going to come down the end of Conrad. He's going through the final few corners. I think he's going to come out ahead. Look, they both come in with 3 and 4% fuel. Flash just barely better on the fuel. Ooh, HPR, I thought it was going to go off track. I thought he was going off the track. All right, LJ getting fuel now. And Flash getting some new tires now, finally into his pit box. And Andy will come across in P2. And the oh, no! Oh, that was lag. Oh, I hate it when it does that. It scares the crap out of me. All right, so LJ pitting out now. Don't cross that line. Ooh, yeah, that's close. Don't do that. Yeah, they all swerve to try to avoid that. And here comes Blue Paladin, who's up into fifth. And everybody's pit now in front of him. So he's sitting in the top 5 seconds back from Flash. Flash having a pretty great race. He held off all those guys forever. It's gonna be a hard catch to get all the way up to LJ. LJ seems to have more pace than Paladin does. I mean, than Flash. Sorry.
Eyes are burning. We were even seeing some ash falling on us. That's how windy it is way out there where the fire is. All right, let's see. Everybody spread out. Rip has made his way into 7th position. That is a good place to be, points-wise. Nico in 8th. Yeah, I have a feeling that I'm going to have like 35 freaking incident reports filed for turn 1 in this race. And it's going to be a whole lot of trying to figure out where did it all start, you know, and try to avoid all that. Okay, Tati and Guardian now. Apex's Guardian. I don't know if you guys have ever seen their team website, apexsimracingteam.com. Looks pretty nice. Pixteca did a lot of the graphics work, if not all of it, for the site. We host it for them. You can have one too. Just let us know. Do it as low as $15 a month or $150 a year. So you get like 2 free months. So just let us know. We can help you out. All right, so HPR 2.3, 2.4 seconds up the road. Really doing a great job. And I noticed towards the end of the first stint that he wasn't losing time to Andy. But I don't know if he has 19 minutes worth of fuel left in the car. I think he does. Maybe Andy overfueled, but the short pit worked, and there is HPR looking at an MSR win. He's just got to do this for another 18 and a half minutes and keep Andy back there. So it's looking like a 1-3 finish for MSR as they are on the road right now. I'm sure Flash would like to be a part of that little podium party, but we'll see if he can get there. 4th place finish out of a Pro-Am driver in this lobby with 4 other Pro-Am or Pro drivers in here. And Andy, who is like a Pro driver, right? So that is some significant pace that that Flash has. So good on you, man. Paladin from Rusty Nuts trying to earn some good points for the end of the season to see where he falls in line. And Icer Budsy on MSR now, not on Icer Racing Team anymore, or at least not for the BMW Cup. But Budsy is not a slow driver either. These guys are all pretty quick. But this guy right here is your Pro-Am champion. He just has to finish the race, and he'll be doing fine. So from Sector 7, it's way to go, man. You still have to deal with Nico behind you for Rusty Nuts Racing as well, except, oh yeah, he's running a cool tribute livery. Look at that. That looks freaking awesome. Look at that. Oh. Kind of weird seeing the Ford logo all over the car, right, over a BMW, but I think some of the drivers were putting together V8 supercar liveries that you would normally see racing on this track. And there's Matsumaka. And then Tati. And Guardian slipping back a little further there. But a top 10 finish is loads of fun. That's 5 additional points over the person behind her. So you know, one of the things I love about Tatiana is the knowledge of cars and tracks that Tati has. Like, I I wish I had that kind of, you know, I've never been a sports guy that is a statistics guy. Like, I knew a couple NFL players, a couple MLB players, right? And then there's these guys who just know every freaking player and all their stats from every team. It's like, what the heck was that? Somebody was on the track. Was that? I don't know what's going on. Somebody was on the track in a weird spot. Like their car was parked. Anyway, HPR 12 seconds from Andy. So now Andy has some damage to... Oh! Andy must have lost control of the car and hit something because he had rear end damage on the car. So he must have spun in turn 1. He's all but sealed his fate for a second place finish unless HPR does something similar. And now LJ, just 3.5 seconds, is probably like, wait, what? So you're saying there's a chance? Unless I hit the wall like that over and over. What's interesting is in real life, up through here, let's see, we'll find up here, coming up, I forget what the turn is called, not this right-hander, but the left-hander. Just on the right, there's a grate on the ground, like a drainage grate that in real life you want to hit every time. It's right down here. I don't see it. I didn't see it there. So it's not modeled in the game, which is interesting. But there's a grate there, and I remember watching, oh crap, what was his name? Oh gosh, I can't remember the driver's name. Like I said, what did I say about drivers? I don't know all the drivers. I know our drivers, but I don't know all of the, I don't know all the drivers in real life. And he was talking about how, like, he likes to hear that clink of the grate, and then he knows that he's in the right spot. When he hears himself hit the grate, that's when he knows he's done the corner right. And he says, nothing frustrates me more than going through that corner and I don't hear the tink. I think that's funny. Anyway, look at that. Andy. It's. Huh. Sorry, I need to get a drink. Hang on 1 second. Guys, my eyes are just watering. It's so hard to see. We've got the air conditioner going. We replaced all the filters. We did the we have some box fans that we put filters behind so they're sucking the air through. And I was like, my daughter was just like, Dad, we should do that so we can filter the air. I'm like, whatever, that's not going to work. It only been on a couple hours, and I looked at the back of the freaking filter. I'm like, I could see stuff in the filter. Like, what the crap? So, yeah. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, HPR is winning the race, people. He's winning the race by 13 seconds is the gap, and he just has to make it through another 12.5 minutes. Andy in P2, that's lap traffic in front of him, in case you were wondering. I don't know who that is. I think that's... who is it? Is it Nico? No, I don't know who it is. But anyway, I think it's... Oh, I think it's one of the Black Flag drivers up there, if the livery is catching my eye right. So HPR across the line, finishing lap 23, leads the race by 13.5 seconds. Andy just coming into the final corner now. Blue flag's waving for the car in front of him. He's going to come across the new driver from Hong Kong in P2 with lap 23 into 24. LJ is not far behind, just 2 seconds. LJ has a real shot at making this a 1-2 MSR. He didn't earlier, but that wreck for Andy... that has reinvigorated LJ's pace, and I think he is like, we're gonna full send this driver or this car. We're gonna catch that guy because there's a chance. Like, use up. You got all this tire. Use up what's left of it. And I don't know. I think that is actually the driver in front of him. Oh, and he tapped the wall. He tapped the wall. I think Andy tapped the wall. Yeah, look at that. Okay. All right. It's happening sooner than later. I think Andy's maybe folding a little bit under the pressure, or maybe he's getting frustrated. But he also is driving in dirty air. It's not terribly dirty. The car's pretty decent gap to him in front of him, but I'm sure he would like to get around him. And if he times it right, if he can get to Forrest Elbow in time, he could get around him and put that car between him and LJ down Conrad. You need to get a little closer than that, buddy. That is not going to help you much. And that driver is under blue flag. Oh, look at that. What the heck? What the heck was that? Why did he move? Why did he move? Who was that? Why did Armanis move like that? That just destroyed Andy's race. He's got damage all over his car. LJ with 9-second gap to him now. And he's going to lose a bunch of time to Paladin. What was that? What? I don't even know why that would have happened. I think maybe my only guess is that he saw Andy coming. Andy was staying to the right behind him like he was trying to use some of his slipstream. And then he hit the brakes to pull over. And when the closing speed looked like incredible, he tried to move out of the way thinking he was going to hit him instead of letting the car behind figure it out. That was... Andy. You still got some time. The car's fixed. You're lucky it's not a heavy damage race. So you just got to keep Blue Paladin behind you and still get on the podium. But that's a shame. Why is there yellow flags waving going up the hill? Oh, there's another car on the side of the road. Why are these cars stopping on the track? What is going on? Is the car stuck? It looks like it's been disconnected. Did Bennett DC? I can't see. His brakes aren't on. The gas pedal's not on. It's just sitting there. I don't know what is happening with this car, but it is causing a yellow flag in front of everybody. Luckily, he's far enough off the road. Wait, there he goes. Was he just waiting for a bunch of cars to go by? Okay. Training opportunities, right? Training opportunities. That's what we'll call it. We've always encouraged drivers never stop on the racing track, on the surf. If you want to let people by, pull into the pits or just slow down and just lift off the throttle, let them go by, but not stop on the circuit. That's dangerous. And we've seen that already. All right, so it's a 1-2 MSR right now in Lobby 2. Andy has to fight now for the next 7.5 minutes to avoid losing any other positions. And hopefully he'll be doing okay. But now look at this. So now there's Blue Paladin, Flash, and Budsy, and Nico, and Rip. Holy crap. When did this happen? Okay, so now this is become a real serious battle for 4th position here. Look at all these drivers battling for 4th position. Why is Flash flashing him? Oh, because he's Flash. There we go. We're gonna watch from right here. Now let's watch from here. Let's see what happens. That is not a good spot for any of them. Ooh. Yeah, that was a tough. Nico kind of a little bit late in there, but I think he thought he saw a window opening there. Oh, this is freaking nuts. This is nuts. All these guys, 6.5 minutes to go, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, all right there. So this battle for 4th is between 5 cars. Hall moves up to 4th. That's Blue Paladin. Budsy is looking everywhere to get through there, and then you got Nico hunting. Look at this. This is a whole lot of stuff going on all at once. Oh, these guys are all fighting for those extra points. So Palin are going to lead them down Conrad. And Buzzy has Nico not far behind, just half a second between all these drivers. Oh my goodness, they're all right there. This is going to make for a very exciting finish to the race, if I do say so myself. I just realized, am I watching the wrong... Oh no. Don't blow it. I haven't watched the race, guys. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about the finishing. I want to watch the race later. All right. So now we see Nico. Nico's going to go for it right here because Nico goes for it every time. But he's going to get a little bit later on the brakes. He's got to leave some room, and he does, but it's going to be a little tricky keeping it together. And behind that, we got Rip getting around Blue Paladin, but only just barely. So all these guys fighting for every single inch of track. Like I said, going up the hill, not a lot of opportunities to pass. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 if somebody screws up. But up here, it's just mostly follow the leader. Don't hit any walls. Try to make it through. So Nico looking for that 4th spot. Yeah, he's got to be mindful. You're following that driver. Don't run into him. There is going to be a slipstream train galore going down the hill. It's getting dark. The track is cold. Look at that. Nico's trying to search for that slipstream, and Budsy is just trying everything. Oh, this is brave. This is brave. This is very, very brave. But Nico... Oh, nope. Nico did look like Nico left the room there. Whoa, that was close. This we'll come back to. I marked it so we can take a look at that in a bit. But look at this. 5 cars all battling for these final few spots. Woo, boy. So Nico's up into 4th. There is Rip. Now Rip has got the... Rip is sitting in the spot now. He's going to get a good run. Look at this run he's going to get. And look at that. Nico's parking it right in the middle of the racetrack. He's making it like, I ain't going to let you by. He's just filling up the entire center of the track with his car. Rip is going to find a way. He's going to look for a way. He certainly isn't going to try to go outside. Oh, look at that. Nico almost blows the corner. Woo, look at these guys go. Gosh, that takes balls to fly into these corners. All right, this is where the rubber meets the road, pun intended. Rip needs to get a good exit out of here so he can pull up on Nico. Nico gets a way better exit out of Forrest's elbow. So down Conrad now, we're going to see Rip sitting in a very vulnerable position with Blue Paladin right behind him. But he's... Rip just needs to stay to the left, keep that left side of the track, make him go inside. Ooh, that's close. That's close. Hold that apex. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Oh, wow. Wow. Paladin makes it work. Does a fine job of making that work too. 1 minute left. And this is not a fight for podium. You would think these guys were fighting for the win, but they are not. They are all fighting for the last 3 or 4 spots outside of the podium positions. This is crazy. All right, so let's get back up here. So Nico's kind of pulled away a little bit. Paladin's got around Rip at the end of Conrad, and how he made that work, that was just really good driving on both of them, being respectful of each other's presence. All right, let's get up front because the winner is about to come around. Actually, Hardwire is going to come around to finish his part of the race because the time is over. And Hardwire is going to come across in P12. But the leader, HPR, coming into the final corner with 16-second gap, is going to win the final round of the GT Champions BMW HyPrix Cup. Way to go, man. Congratulations. Coming down to the final corner now, also his teammate, LJ, is going to come across and get P2. And he's got himself a 12-second gap. So P2 belongs to LJ. Congratulations, sir. And Andy now into the final corner. He comes, the new driver from Hong Kong. Almost, man, it always looks like that. The final podium spot belongs to you, sir. Yeah, the other, that event was untimely for sure. Nico will come across in 4th. That's going to be a good finishing position for his team. And there comes Blue Paladin and Rip, which would pretty much lock Rip in as the Pro-Am class champion. So, sweet. Here comes Flash and Matsmaka across the line. Tatiana down to the final corner now to come home with the final spot in the top 10. I'm sure Tatiana wanted to do better, but it is what it is. But right here is your champion. That is HPR's from MSR, and then LJ from MSR, and Andy from Hong Kong. And coming home in the final spot now, or actually coming home in 11th, is going to be Apex's Guardian. So that's the race, folks. Good golly, that was that was some stuff, guys. That was a whole lot of funky funk going on at the end. I think somebody is in the pits. Yes, Bendit's in the pits. So no points there, but HPR in P1 and LJ gets P2, Andy in P3. That rounds out your podium. Nico, second to last lap, gets around Blue Paladin and gets himself up into 4th. And Paladin gets around Rip in that end of Conrad. Like, I don't know how the two of them made that work, but they did. And then there is your, presumably your Pro-Am class champion, Rip from Sector 7 Racing, or S7R. So congratulations there, if that is the case. Of course, everyone, I've got to do all the points and stuff, figure out where everybody landed in all of the lobbies to see what their points worked out to be. But HPR, I think that's HPR's first win of the season, but I'm not certain. But yeah, not a good, a little bit dark out, so not going to get a lot of love on the camera there, but congratulations. Woohoo! Way to go, man. So, well, you could have at least a little bit prettier of a driving suit, mister. All right, before I forget, I got to save my replay because that's a thing, and I'm going to bring up our final results here on screen. So HPR, LJ, Andy, Nico, Blue Paladin, Rip, Budsy, and Flash. That's your top 8. Nico earns the 201.7 fastest lap bonus point. And then Matsmaka, Tati, Guardian, that's Hardwired, G-Bub, Armanis, and Bendit round out the rest of the race. Holy cow. Okay, I need to go find these guys and have a talk with these guys on the podium. So hang out with me for a second while I go find these guys, and I'll be right back to you. All right, I think I've got the guys here. I got somebody here. I hear they're moving around back there. I think it's HPR. Yep, HPR's here. Hey, buddy! Congratulations!
Yeah, man.
Dude, that was some crazy racing. That short pit really sealed the deal for you getting out in front of him. Yeah.
Yeah, the practice. I have practiced a lot, so this one will be like a bonus for me. But at the same time, I quite angry for this race. A lot of red flag, and then the last one, I was the victim. So I was like, oh my goodness. And then I tried to catch up, and then there is a moment with G-Bub. He left a space there, so I go into the inside, and then I was like more than half of his car door, and he decided to turn in also. So I'm not quite sure who's wrong, who's right. So this one I will like let you guys to manage it. I can't say anything. I just want to say sorry for G-Bub for ruining his race. That's all.
Well, hey, you know what? I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to sit and go through like 25 freaking incident reports just for turn 1 of the race, because that was such a mess. So many people involved. I don't even know. Like it, and one of the drivers, Nico, got like a 5 or 6 second penalty, and I don't think he did anything. I think he got pushed and just went flying through the corner. I don't know. I tried to do some replays. We'll come at it later. This is all about talking to you guys and saying congratulations. LJ, are you with me?
Yeah, with you, mate.
All right. Now, Kaizen, you just... I'll come to you, Kaizen, in a minute. We're going to talk to the guys who won the races. You just hold yourself there. So, LJ, P2, man. Andy kind of gave you that one. I think he wrecked in, like, turn 1 or something. And
he got caught up. Yeah, he had an off at turn 1, which helped me close the gap up heaps. And then he got taken out, I think, by lack traffic on the Conrod Straight, which gifted me P2. So we'll take it, mate. We'll take it.
Yeah, that's a 1-2 MSR. Not too shabby. I'm trying to see if I can get Andy in here. Poor guy. I sent him a link. So we'll see if he can get in here. But but man, that was a race. You guys were battling it out up the hill. It was pretty crazy. So I think Andy's here. Andy.
Yeah, that was great fun, mate. Great fun.
Yep. Hey, Andy, are you there?
Yes, I'm Andy.
Hey, Andy. Welcome aboard, my friend. Congratulations. You had second spot. Now, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you guys. The LJ and HPR, you don't know what happened back here, but Andy was coming down Conrad Straight. Somebody's getting a blue flagged, and they just hit the brakes on the right-hand side of Conrad. And Andy was right behind him and was kind of using him for slip. I don't think he was expecting the guy to just stop the car. And so then at the last minute, he went to move over, and that driver whipped over to the left right in front of him. They crashed and smashed into everything. And like, I was angry. I was so angry because Andy was having such a good race. And I was like, why on earth would somebody do something like that? So I'm going to have a conversation with that driver and make sure they understand. But good golly. But you still got on the podium, Andy. So congratulations, man. Even after all
Thank you,
that.
but no, I think I could get a higher position than third place. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
yes, but P3 is still a good result. I
Hey,
think
it's
as
not
a
bad
new
for showing
driver.
up. Like you came in and
But
set a
yeah,
pace. So
but I also made some mistakes. Yeah, and also the crash with the blue flag car. I don't
Yeah.
know what happened because I just want to make sure that I have space, so I go left, but I don't know why he go left also.
I
So
don't
I'm
know
speechless.
what was going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on
I'm
there, and
speechless.
I'm going to talk to the team captain about that one. It's a training opportunity. That's how I look at it, right? It's a training opportunity on how blue flags should and should not be done. So hopefully that driver's not all mad that I'm criticizing him on the open air. But hey, it is what it is. But congratulations, all three of you getting on the podium. Now, Kaizan, I know you're here. And I've had you hold your tongue. Go ahead and scream to the high heavens the 1-2 MSR win. Go ahead.
Let's go, boys! You! And also, mathematically, we are the team's champions.
Well, I will be the judge of that. I'll have to alter some numbers around so it's not the case. No, I'm kidding.
Nah, on math, provisionally, we are the team's champions. Let's go, boys. Well done, HP. Well done, LJ. Top job.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
well,
some good
I'm
racing.
that.
I'll tell you guys, you got to go back and watch this race because Nico, Blue Paladin, Rip, Budsy, Flash, all of them, 5 cars fighting for the 4th position, all within like 2 seconds of each other, nose to tail, on the last like 3 laps of the race. It was insane. It was so much fun to watch.
Fantastic.
Oh, it was so good. Well, hey, you know what, Andy? I'm glad you got to come and sit in an interview with us. It took the last race of the season to get there, but you did it. So congratulations. And HPR, was this your first win of the season?
Yeah, for this one.
Yeah, congratulations, man. LJ, you came a little short on that one, but a
Yeah.
P2, not bad, dude.
First podium of the year of the season, mate. I'll take that.
Yep, very good. Very, 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 very good.
Well done, boys.
Just thanks to everyone who puts this together as well. Shout out you guys, GT champions, and HyPrix Racing as well. Yeah, thanks for the season.
You bet. We're glad you guys are around. Congratulations to all of you. Kaizan, why don't you go take your boys into a private channel? Congratulate your HPR guy, your MSR guys for their win. Andy, it was nice talking to you. Appreciate you taking the time to spend with us. I'll let you all go do your celebrations, and I'm gonna go and try to figure out how to clean all this smoke out of my house. All right. Have a good
Thanks,
one.
mate.
Hey,
that.
LJ, we got a celebration.
Oh my goodness, that was freaking fantastic end of a race. That was. All right, well, we will come back stronger and better than ever before next season. Remember, World Cup is coming up, people, so pay attention. That stuff is coming soon, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Big shout out to HyPrix once again. Smashed it out of the park, making us look good. Sure, the drivers are the ones doing all the racing, and that's what looks the best. But giving us a professional platform that is just top notch. Can't help but just love you, man. Just love you, right? Don't forget, guys. Coming up on Tuesday is J-Rod's That 70s Show Gentleman's GP. Go check it out. We will not have any more racing in Gran Turismo except for the Midweek Madness events on Thursdays until the season of World Cup comes. So take that opportunity to go and do these That 70s Show races. We have the Midweek Madness. We did this little Honda at Suzuka and Goodwood yesterday, and it was freaky. Oh my gosh! I mean, on Thursday, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. We are gonna do some more with this car. I guarantee you. So go buy it. It's in Legends. Get it while it's hot. Other than that, folks, thanks again for coming by. That was a fantastic race. I really liked that. That was a great track to finish up. But that right there should be your Pro-Am champion from S7R Racing. And hopefully his team is celebrating with him, and Rip is just having a good time, because that's a great feeling to have. So, all right, folks, that's gonna be it. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next time we are broadcasting in Midweek Madness, and when we get the World Cup started again. And don't forget, we're also going to be starting some iRacing events. So if you know some people or are some people, stay tuned for that. All right, folks, that's it for me. This is Chris signing off for the last time in the BMW Cup. Have a good evening, and we'll talk at you next time.